No quiero más problemas, quiero más fiesta y alegría en mi vida. Estoy trabajando todos los días, pero no siento mucha pena. La semana está por terminar y la fiesta va a empezar. Oye. El trabajo está terminando, los trajitos se están mezclando y todo el mundo está preparando, porque la fiesta va a empezar y la rumba va a formar y la salsa rica, música buena para disfrutar. Oye, para que tú sepas, mami. Eso es. ¡Va! Ay, mami, tú sabes quién llegó. Y la rumba ya se formó. Estamos aquí para guarachar porque la fiesta ya empezó. Y la rumba ya se formó. Ahí suena los tambores, el quinto y el tres dos. Y la rumba ya se formó. Ay, gózalo, mi salsa y rumba, cómo no. Y la rumba ya se formó. Ay, menéate con ritmo, mamita, menéate con salsa nada más. La rumba ya se formó. Oye, esa cosa que me hiciste, mami, me gustó. Y la rumba ya se formó. El cuero, muchacho, te estoy llamando rumbero. La rumba ya se formó. Ay, por eso mira, gózalo, ay, gózalo, ay, gózalo. La rumba ya se formó. Hago mis trombones, qué rico. Y la rumba ya se formó. Y la rumba ya se formó. Qué sabroso. La rumba ya se formó. Y la rumba ya se formó. Súbelo otra vez. Y la rumba ya se formó. Y la rumba ya se formó. La rumba ya se formó. Bueno, cuidado. Se formó. Estamos en la fiesta. Me voy. ¡Ay, sabroso! Dale tumbao, Tony. ¡Ay, qué rico, rico! ¡Camina! ¿Cómo dice mi coro ahí? Juega, juega bonito, juega con el tumbao. La verdad, juega, juega. Juega, juega bonito, juega con el tumbao. Sabroso. Juega, juega bonito, juega con el tumbao. Juega, juega bonito, juega con el tumbao. Bueno, mira. Oye, ya saben lo que está pasando, que con la orquesta ya llegué. Escucha bien mi tumbadito tan sabroso.
Welcome in, everybody. How y'all doing? Happy Monday. We are hanging out here. You can even get Cuban nachos in Queens. Congratulations, Minerva, making the semis in the early silver. I have to say, I feel like I'm getting worse at tourneys when fewer people are playing. So I don't know how that's working. Welcome everybody. Happy Monday, I guess, for several of you that may be working and looking on your phone during work. Thank you for hanging out here. Great to have you in. And it's a Monday. I usually don't stream on Mondays. I usually take this day and do some errands and things like that. But My better three quarters is off in Guatemala at the moment. And we didn't do our RIPaPACKaPALOOZA on Saturday because we were enjoying the wonderful PT World Championship Saturday. We just watched all day where Seawit just dominated. And then, so we decided to move this stream to Monday. Lap is still kind of chilling to the next version of the game. So I thought we'd do this now. And it was great to see Seawit do well on Saturday and then flame out like crazy on Sunday. I told him, if you don't start at the beginning, you're going to jinx yourself. And he apparently did. But congratulations to Retro Lava on winning it all. All the wonderful PT25, was it like 6 or 10? I think all perfect packs, plus winning a bunch of packs for PT26, which is around the corner. So kind of exciting. Always great to see the PTWC, and makes me want to get into it next year. I got into 2 PTMSs this year for the first time, so that's kind of a great start. And but I gotta work more next year. So we'll try to figure out our strategy a little bit more. Hopefully you all have had a good weekend. And I know it's hard to start the week, so we thought we'd do some pack ripping today, talk a little baseball. And again, I've been working on trying to do more research, do more things around a Cuban theme team I'm doing for this upcoming season. And so you're hearing some slight amount, I don't know if you can hear it very much at this point, but some Cuban music in the background. We've got through our Epic Music, I think, is what I'm using as my streaming service for some additional music. So, something a little different flavor as we go through. And looking forward to get the streams all set up for the upcoming version of PT26, which, of course, if you haven't seen it already, you can get all the details on pre-ordering the new version there. Get 10% off before March 21st. Also, get extra packs for Perfect Team, which is what we like to play here. Out of the park baseball, one of the best baseball simulation games on the planet, and something I've become completely addicted to and love. Baseball simulation, card collecting, you name it, and see how good you are strategically to go up against 29 people every single week in a league and move forward. So we are in league play, of course. It is the 2073 season. We've been going at this for 50 seasons, I believe, almost 50 weeks of baseball, and we're just about the new game launches on the 16th, so we are just about 2.5 weeks away. Hey W, how you doing? Great to have you here. It is our Monday edition of RIPaPACKaPALOOZA.
Aunque será diferente, seguiré igual. Oye, bueno, mamita linda, qué sorpresa te da la vida. No sabemos lo que va a pasar, pero te lo juro que va a estar bien, vida mía. Aguántate, anda, la vida va a cambiar, es la verdad. Aunque será diferente, seguiré igual. Mira, nuestro futuro es bendito, mi amor. Por eso no te preocupes más, por favor. Anda.
Oh no, next page is for loud noises and
Eso.
hopefully that helps us
Bueno, mira, súbelo otra vez, súbelo.
Sorry. It is an interesting thing. I don't know why the full screen. I should just turn that off. I think I have that left over. Sorry. Exclamation point professional. Make sure you get that in the stream because that's exactly in the chat. That's exactly what's going on. And if you think I really screwed up, you can use professional with 2 F's in it. So there you go. We doing okay now? Did I mention I had some more Cuban music? We've got RIPaPACKaPALOOZA. We've got 332 packs, 1 perfect pack, 2 historical rainbow packs, 20 diamonds packs. I'm glad to be back to normal. that not everyone thinks I'm back to normal. It's 68 silvers, 22 golds altogether. Get your entries in. You have a chance to win some 10 packs. Heck, I'll even do 3 winners today. I'm going to do 3 winners today because I don't know how many RIPaPACKaPALOOZAs I'm going to be doing. So get on in. Your odds are even better because I'm sure fewer of you are going to enter as we get later in. So come on in and get your guesses in. Make it fun as we go through and rip through a ton of packs today. Just also an update of what I'm planning to do the rest of this week. We're going to do a special kind of weird RIPaPACKaPALOOZA on Wednesday. It's really deconstructing the Packs Only squad. We're going to spend all our time on Wednesday doing missions on the Pack Only squad. Consider it kind of like a, I don't know, a speed run of doing missions. And so we'll see if we can extract it. We have no idea how many packs will open, but we have tons and tons of missions just requiring one measly card, which should open up a bunch of packs for us to open. So we're going to do that on Wednesday, something a little bit different, from 12 to 2. And I don't know if we'll get it all done by 12 to 2. We might continue it into Thursday. Thursday, we're going to do a special Guess the Launch Deck working session. So for about 2 hours there, we're going to figure out what exactly do we want to do for the Guess the Launch Deck contest. So we've talked about some of this stuff. I'll try to figure out what we're going to do. But then we'll premiere it on Saturday. The form will open on Saturday on our Saturday stream. Eddie, how you doing? Doing good. Glad to have you here. Yes, another year of real fake baseball. Woo! Get on in if you haven't done it already. Pre-order link is there in chat. Also, I think I talked about the RIPaPACKaPALOOZA. Get on in now for this one. And again, you're going to give 3 winners today. Form says 2. I'm going to give 3. I'm making an audible. And then Saturday we'll also have our Bagels and Schmear and West Coast Perfect Draft winners reveal and spin-offs. So we'll have that going on Saturday. So a lot of good stuff happening. That'll be March 1st. March is coming. Get out of this freezing cold of February. I cannot wait. So that's the upcoming schedule. Be sure to hang out and chill for more Lunchtime Lunacy the rest of this week. And then I have no idea what I'm doing next week. I think next week someone's talked about having a stream of like how to prep for PT 26. And maybe I'll float some stuff out there. We'll kind of think through that a bit. And then, again, we should have this Thursday. Rich is going to reveal a bunch of stuff about the roadmap and what's going on the big picture. Doing work. There you go. No, it was great. It was really fun yesterday watching all the winners and all the playoff games that happened. That was a ton of fun. So let's go through and talk a little sports. What has it been? 1979, Pete Shealy had to relay the message to the players: no uniform for Oscar Gamble, an outfielder in his first season with the club, or any other player until they cut their hair and shaved their beard. Gamble Observer said he handled the moment like a pro. He felt no choice. I feel like I'm naked, he told the report. You gotta look back at this and just like, you know, making people feel oppressed? Anyone? I don't know. I'm happy this is over. But it is kind of a thing where, like, the less I say, maybe the better. I'm happy that this is over. Again, if you saw Devin Williams early on, thank you, CuzFan23. Glad to have you here. Always good to see you here on a wonderful morning, afternoon, whatever the time is. I'll keep the beard as long as I can. It's probably been about 6 years since I've been clean shaven. So, you know, the great thing about all this is that players are traded and then have to basically, with no control over their lives. That's right, Rabbit Jack. You can try out now. You've been holding off. You're going to enforce deferred only contracts? Listen, the players seem to like it. They move out of California and pay less taxes. What can I tell you, man? So, you know, two players going about their business, getting traded and having to make a choice. Now, as a free agent, you know, you can make that choice. Like, yeah, I ain't doing that. Like, the money's good, but I ain't doing that. And there he is. Devin Williams, clean shaven. 6 years since he had to shave the beard, and there he is, shaving it. And then, of course, the Yankees ended up dropping it after he had a little discussion with Hal. I was like, dude, this sucks. I don't want to be here next year. And he's like, ugh. So, you know, it's good to have some perspective that maybe what you're doing is not really great. Forcing people to do things. It is a kind of a weird situation, right? When someone's paying you a lot of money, they kind of force you to do things that you may not otherwise want to do. An interesting life lesson or thought. Also, there is that horrible, horrible spring training logo. There you go. You want to raise $2,600 for charity to shave your beard off? Scared the kids. It was worth it. Yeah, it's kind of nuts that they had to wait until after he shaved it off, or maybe him shaving it off forced them to do it. But it's kind of nuts that they couldn't do it. But again, that horrible spring training logo. Had to make sure he was committed first. Hey, Retro Lava's in the chat. Congratulations to our PTWC champion. Holy cripes. Little New York City cheer for you. Congratulations, man. Numero uno in the standings. So, woo. Your wife took the $5,000 to shave your head off the table, Rabbit Jack. She was afraid it wouldn't grow back. I think that's fair. I think that's fair. Nice to have a champion in the house. Great to have you here, my friend. Now we all have something to strive for. How did you do it? What is your secret? We all want to know what your secret is. Virtual Lava, is it like, how did you go about conserving and getting points? Did you spend a lot up front? Did you spend during the regular season? That's fine, I get that. Did you go all in the combis early? Like, if you had to go through and talk about what you think the secret to your success, besides your knowledge of how to create a roster and getting the right cards for it, like, what else can set us up for success? Kind of go for that. You punted drafts all year just so you could win that one that mattered. So you didn't do perfect drafts all year. That I find fascinating. So you did more weeklies and dailies in specific tiers like gold or diamond, open, etc. versus going through. You like building training rosters much more. There you go. Yeah, there's something about you never spent too much time on them. Yeah. No, I get it. I think there's a lot to be learned from that, of like investing in the time to build the right draft. Like, I enjoy making those too. I've learned to enjoy getting to make the cap ones, and that's kind of interesting exercise. And it is always like, do I have the right cards to pull things? I think for me this year, it was really the combis that made it harder for me because I didn't invest in them early and I fell behind. But I think that's kind of interesting. Yeah, because I did a lot of perfect drafts, and I have to say, only this week, on a weekly perfect draft, did I get 5th through 8th. Like, the perfect drafts, I don't know what it is. I haven't figured out, and it was really interesting to see what it was talking about. Like, I spent on, when I did my perfect draft online, I spent more time doing it. I spent almost the entire 20 minutes talking out loud and figuring out how to build it and what I was doing and why I was doing. And I think with perfect drafts, there's a certain amount, because there's so many of them to do, that you kind of rush through it, because it is, spending 20 minutes times 3 slots, 60 minutes, an hour of building stuff gets a little bit hard, right? It's a lot. So you try to, like, I can do this in 10 minutes. And maybe that extra bit of thought and time would give you better results. Time is a hard thing. Yeah, combis felt especially snowbally this year, and I think they were. Yes, I think that is a thing, and then that keeps that engine going, right? And so I know there's changes in the works that'll make them maybe a little less snowbally in the coming year. Yeah, spend time in a dead ball draft and lose someone with 13 pitchers. So that's, yeah, I feel like if I'm looking back at things, like I'm happy with the year I had. A couple appearances in Perfect League, getting a couple PTMSs for the first time, and starting to be a little bit more strategic in figuring out which things to go after. And it's, I'm balancing the theme teams with the main, and I had too many theme teams. So, some things to learn going into next year. But Retro Lava, thanks so much for hanging out, sharing a little bit of how you got to this point. And definitely congratulations again. Looking forward to you coming back and kicking some butt again next season. You got a target on your back now. We all know if we're going up against you, we're in trouble. So awesome to have you here, man. And thanks for hanging out. So we're going to continue to talk about baseball. We got a RIPaPACKaPALOOZA going here. But again, always great to spend some time with folks that have done amazing things in the game. And get on in for a chance to win. We have 3 winners today on the RIPaPACKaPALOOZA. So we talked about some other baseball things here. We got the new automated ball strike challenge. If you were able to watch the first spring training game between the Dodgers and the Cubs last week, we got to see Cody Poteet pitching to Max Muncy. And there he is. You see the umpire patting the head that a challenge has been asked for. So really interesting thinking about automated ball strike. I don't know how many of you guys have watched some games. Skep. Good to see you. How you doing? How many of you have been watching some spring training games? Almost every spring training game to date, I think that those that have the opportunity had a challenge in them. What are you guys thinking so far? I'm interested in what you think of the ABS system and the challenge system that's been set up. Ready to play 26? Got a couple weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks to go, man. 3 weeks to go. I'm not sure I don't know that I care. Is that fair? It's going to be interesting to see what happens. If you do not need, if framing becomes less of an issue, it really, the interesting thing is like framing and how you frame has definitely been a way to kind of convince an umpire to call the strike. That said, I think what's interesting now is that listening to some of the guys coming up from the minors who've played enough, like, they know what the strike zone is now. Like, they know how the strike zone is and how consistent it is now. And so they know what's a ball or a strike. They know what exactly to call and challenge. And to some extent, having a consistent strike zone is actually probably better for the game on both sides. And if your catcher, who was really good before at figuring out how to frame, is now really good at understanding what the strike zone is based on the ABS, then they're going to be the ones most likely to go through and actually make the right calls on challenges. The system is different in Big League Spring compared to what the minors is using. Interesting. I didn't know that, Tampa. How are they setting up differently, though? You would think that you've got a system and you're going to just roll with it. I'm intrigued with your real firsthand experience there of how it's different in Big League Spring compared to what the minors is using, because I may have missed that detail somewhere, and so I'm intrigued. So the rulebook strike zone is the hollow of the knee at the bottom and the top of the midpoint between the hip and armpit, right? Okay. Big League Spring is using a percentage of the batter's height. Yes, I saw that today. Let me see. Now, I saw that. in this image. And we're going to have a bunch of stupid ads and whatnot. And now I'm not going to get it at all. Okay, let's go back. But this image here talked about 51% top and 27% of the batter height at the bottom. So the difference between Altuve, just copy this image. Copy image. I almost used this image in today's presentation. Let me just switch this in and we can go through and update this. Yay, plus paste. So this is what you're talking about. Eliminating the high strike altogether. Interesting. Pretty much eliminating the high strike. So, I don't know. I'm trying to get my head around this in a bit of a way. So Altuve's going to have a much. So you said look at Altuve in the bottom of his zone compared to where he's on Judge, because you can typically get another ball on Judge in the textbook strike zone, which is knees. Yeah, I usually thought it was like more like chest versus like just above the hips for the strike zone. Yeah, I agree. I always thought the high line was kind of the letters. So this is interesting. I don't know, AW. You'd have to do the graphic for me. Tuesday saw a couple called that looked high. With the ABS. So Skeptic Skep says pitchers are going to paint the corners because higher percentage strike now. Hitters will probably defend more. It's more compelling bats either way. Richard Lava says framing will still be important with the system though, right? It's at least beneficial to get calls and burn through the other team's challenges. I think so. The midpoint between the batter's shoulders and the top of the uniform pants. Interesting. Well, this is what I'm getting at, though. If I look at the midpoint between the shoulders and the belt, it's more the letters than in either of these examples. Now, this article is from 2023, I believe, right? This is a year, 2 years ago. So I have to believe that things have been tweaked since this. There you go. Time for the Urkel pants. I mean, the other question is, what would Ricky Henderson's strike zone be, right? When he was in the crouch? Like, that would be fascinating. Like, basically, if you're in the crouch, you're kind of screwed because you're still using the same basics strike zone. So, I don't know. So yeah, the high strike zone that they're testing seems off. Because I would agree, Tampa, that I would expect it to be closer to, up here. More high strikes. So that's interesting. Again, this is not going to be in use for the 2025 season. It'll probably be used for the 2026 season. But it's kind of an interesting, thing we're getting to see in spring training. So if you haven't been watching spring training games, something to kind of look out for. Usually, I was watching, I think, a little bit of the Pirates game yesterday, and I felt like as the game got later and you had more minor leaguers in, you had more of them using challenges than you did early in the game when the major leaguers were in. But that may be just me completely sample sizing something small. Gonna be interesting, again, getting used to a different type of strike zone and what you can and can't get away with. And I don't know. Does this give more advantage to the pitchers or the hitters at the end of the day? So, gonna be really, really interesting as we go through, as everyone's adjusting on this stuff. But some interesting baseball stuff happening. So you're an umpire. Used the system before. It was all over the place in the minors, depending on the stadium. Yes, that I believe is totally true from what I've heard in the past. That every single stadium setup was not consistent in where the cameras were, and so like as an umpire, I can imagine that being excessively frustrating because even you don't even know where the strike zone is depending on the stadium and then getting calls against you, which is kind of BS. So if it was consistent, I feel like everyone could adjust. So the way the MLB, yes, this is what you're saying. The MLB, I would agree that with this lower, higher strike range, it's definitely give hitters more of the advantage. There's a player you had at 3 different stadiums and would call 3 different zones at him. That's fascinating. Yeah, Cubs in 23, Steve. I was definitely listening to Rick Monday. He's a little old school sometimes. You had to listen to him because I think it was the only national broadcast of the Cubs game, so my apologies. But Monday definitely was saying that as well. Yeah, adjusting for differences in batters also means as a pitcher, you have to understand the zones are different. And again, I guess it's not much different from the day. It's true, he was a Cub. So take the height of the batter in his stance and just plug that in. Do you think that and that totally makes sense to me. Do you think that having a player who changes his stance mid-season, like do you have to plug that in? That is right. A huge moment for guys that people do not remember. And again, I have to say, Monday flag save. Monday was playing center field at Chicago Cubs on April 25th, 1976, in the 4th inning of a Sunday afternoon game in Los Angeles. 2 fans ran into shallow left field center, doused an American flag in lighter fluid, and attempted to set it on fire. Monday, who served 6 years in the Marine Corps Reserves, realized what was happening, rushed to the arsonist, reached down with his right hand, and snatched the flag away from them, barely breaking his stride as he jogged toward the third base line and handed the soaking wet stars and stripes to the Dodgers pitcher, Doug Rauch. Rick Monday, you made a great play. So, there you go. A little Monday motivation coming through. I did assume he was a Dodger then. I did assume he was a Dodger. I did not know that he was a Cub when he did that. So I am constantly learning things. So you think whatever you thank you, Cubs fan 23, Steve, for expending our time on Rick Monday. So Tampa says whatever your stance has been over the last 3 years is what the numbers should be. That's interesting. So judges listed 6'7". The top of the zone is just past the halfway mark of that at 34. So it is fixed. It is fixed by batter. It's just a question of, again, the rule book traditionally has been it's between the shoulders and the top of the belt is the halfway point, right? And so instead of 51%, maybe it should be more like, again, 59, 60% to get up there. The umpire called zone has generally been more rounded and more lenient to pitchers, with 55% max up top and 24% minimum at the bottom. So this is trying to have a higher bottom and a much lower top. And again, that's why I was going, like, to me, between the letters here, is that 55 to 60% seems more correct. And getting those high strikes, I think, would have more players having to defend an area of the zone, which they're not going to get as great a hit off up high. I don't know. Yeah, 20% would be just above the knees. I mean, that seems right, and so it just seems like a much more constricted zone which is going to make it harder for it. I guess what it's saying is fewer strikeouts. So you can now adjust the strike zone with the ABS strike zone system and maybe reduce the number of strikeouts in a game, which we all know is not great. Dude, Tampa, I totally appreciate that. I think that's awesome. I really appreciate your insight of actually working this system in different minor league stadiums. So thank you for adding the conversation. This makes it a lot more interesting overall. By the time the ABS challenge system is in use in spring training game, all position players in camps will have had their heights measured. First by a team of independent strength and conditioning personnel conducting the measurements, then by representatives from Southwest Research Institute using biomechanical analysis to confirm the manual measurements and safeguard against potential manipulation. Players are measured standing straight up without cleats. It's EVCinNYC bringing the sounds of New York City coming at you. Also, the challenges in Big League Spring takes too long, all because they want the graphic for fans. In the minors, if the umpire taps his head, they hear ball or strike instantly. Wow. I actually like that better. I'd rather have the graphic afterwards. Dude, never look at Jobu. Never look at your first day stats in a sim week. It is always just random BS. Don't get too high, don't get too low. Also, recognize when your first games, how many games are at home versus away. You will obviously play better typically at home than you are away. If you're not, you should check your stadium and figure out something different. But never dig too much salt into what you got in the first couple games. It's not going to suck. They do put the graphic on the scoreboard in the minors. You just don't have it on broadcast TV like it would be required for MLB. They should be able to do it much faster, though. They should have the graphic like ready to go immediately. Very interesting. Again, love the insight. It just started randomly pouring at the Ray spring training game. There you go. Well, yeah, and you see how it works. I mean, this is one of those things that you can... Stadiums are tough to figure out. Your baseline would be like tennis. If it takes longer than that, it's too slow. Yeah, Florida's always like that. Florida's like the random rain shower you're going to get at any time of the day, which is why playing outdoors for the Tampa Bay Rays is going to be entertaining during the regular season, especially in the summer. Holy cow. It is RIPaPACKaPALOOZA. You are still in time, franchise time machine. Good morning to you all on the West Coast, getting up, getting diggy with it. Entertaining is always a great phrase, AW. There is no sarcasm in that at all. Anyway, lots of fun talking through ABS. Thank you so much, Tampa, for providing some interesting insight there in the minor league parks and you being an umpire and doing some of this. We may check back in with you as the season progresses and get more feedback of what's going on in that area. I'd love the insight, man. Great stuff. Speaking of things that I watched during spring training that made me almost hurl. Holy cow. I'm sorry. How did Bobby Miller walk off the mound after getting hit in the head with an 106 mile per hour fastball? Holy crap. I mean, you had a hard year last year. You're getting back on the mound, trying to find your stuff. You've been hanging out with Blake Snell, getting feedback. Snell's taking you under your wing. I do not believe he had a protective insert in the hat. He may going forward. Michael Busch hit it off his head at 106 miles per hour off the bat. It was a sickening sound. Minerva says the word is he'll be throwing again today. Just rub a little dirt on the forehead. I mean, he had this red welt. He hit it right there in the forehead. He knew I was watching. Again, for those that know my history, I was watching spring training during a stream, and that's when Gavin Lux, I just called him Gavin Lux. There you go, Franchise Time Machine. Go enjoy. Gavin Lux was out for the season, right? Running from second to third. Okay, I cannot watch spring training games and stream ever again. I'm not going to do that anymore. So I turned off the stream. No viable lax cards yet. It's my lax of puck lack. I don't know how you get it off the head like that and be able to walk off, not have any fractures. Like, if I was Bobby Miller, if that was me, I'd be dead. I'd be dead. So, yes, the MLB concussion protocols are in effect, I guess. And I'm still just kind of shocked. I feel like he should start new, don't you guys? It shouldn't. What emote are you using? Can I do it? I got a emote. Yeah, I think I'd be 600. But I have a feeling like now, I don't know, I'd have the safer hat. You're going to carry over the 40-man roster. So you're going to selectively choose the 40 players to start the season. I kind of am cool with that. I'm kind of cool with that. And you know certain players that are likely to get mispronounced yet again. So you can kind of like keep those. It's very much like doing a fantasy keeper league, right? Franchise Time Machine, I want you to do a live fantasy keeper league for your yes, no reason to carry over Andy Paez. I still don't know if I got that right. Oh. Rays Twins canceled. Too much rain. So I want to see a live draft, Franchise Time Machine. I want you to go through on screen in one of your streams and actually go through the EVC pronunciation mission of 300 cards in PT 26. I want you to go through and have your draft. Tigers Jays never got off the ground because of rain. It's Florida. I think who they're asking. They're asking, was it Michael Tucker they were asking yesterday? Like, what do you think the difference of playing in Arizona versus Florida is? His answer was 1, less humidity, 2, big frickin' sky. You lose the ball in the sky. Those are the two things that he mentioned, which I thought was interesting. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what Tampa Bay deals with this year, playing outdoors. So, too many leaving the perfect weather of the dome. There you go. I don't know. Okay, that was I think that was Kyle Tucker. What did I say? Did I say Michael Tucker? That's funny. Oh, man. I am in preseason form already. Okay, so Franchise Time Machine, will you do your live 40-man roster? You have to do your 40-man before the season starts, before you see what cards are in. I think that's only fair. So there, go check out Franchise Time Machine. Keep him accountable. Make sure he does it. Make sure he's doing his draft before the season starts. The 40-man. Got to keep it on the 40-man. What else? What else do I need to talk through on this? Franchise Time Machine asks for, and can you confirm, how long does the new cards get the blue new designation? Sort of important for this week's guest, the set, or what we've got today, RIPaPACKaPALOOZA, but I believe it's 7 days since release. You're right. I'm in mid-season form, Cavicom. You're absolutely right. The perfect team Rule 5 draft. I think, you know what would be fun? That would be super fun. To have the streamers that mispronounced a player during the year have their list of specific players they mispronounced and be able to take them off in a Rule 5 draft off your list. That would be phenomenal. I don't know how many. I'd be totally up for it. I'll be totally up to own every mispronunciation I did. I'm not sure if every other streamer is up for it, but I'd be totally up to own it and then be able to take those back. Thank you, IBDBTU. Because that would be spectacular, right? We'd be able to go through. If they mispronounce it again, then it's free reign. Any mispronunciation after the start of the season, after the start of OT 26, is free reign. But a streamer could say, you know what? I know I said Morgan Freeman for Freddie Freeman, so I'd like to basically take that one off the table. Because I don't think I'm going to do that again. Do I take Toy Cobb or Mel Ort off the table? These are the things, and again, it's very likely I'll mispronounce these things again just because I talk too fast and I'm talking faster than I'm thinking. It's just a thing. But I think that is a thing. I think I should be able to take 3 off the table. Randy Jerkson? What did I do? Randy Jack Johnson. I think I did. I don't know, Andy. I hope not. That's right. I was saying Tim Raines. I did not say Freddie Freedman. No, I did not. Randy Johnson's been mispronounced more than once. Well, this is the thing. Like, I think you should have each streamer be able to take off. Like, I'm not gonna say Red Scheindienst wrong this coming year. That's my new season resolution is not to mispronounce Red Scheindienst. I probably just did it already. I think there's some fun to be had here. There's some fun content to be had here, Franchise Time Machine. I really do. There you go. I'm gonna say it wrong every single time. That's just what I do. Some other baseball news. Again, love having you guys hanging out here this morning. Bournes. Michael Bourne? Gertis Cranderson? You know, poor Twins fans. They got so excited. The guy who owns the Phoenix Suns and the Phoenix WNBA team, Chicago billionaire, was so excited about, you know, I'm going to go try to buy from the Polands. The Twins were excited to have a new billionaire maybe owning their franchise. And then I can get some more stock of the White Sox and moved over there. So I don't know if this is setting up Jerry Reisendorf to get out. No question, Cavicom. You don't think the Rays are going to remain in St. Pete after they sell? Are they selling? I didn't know that Tampa Bay was selling. Did I miss that news? But again, Twins just losing out on a potential buyer. They thought they were down the road. They thought they were going to announce before opening day that the sale was going to happen. And then Jerry, I guess, invited him to say, hey, I've got some more shares that might be available for you to buy. Yes, it sets up a clear option for Michael Reisendorf to sell once Jerry passes away. The potential buyers are Tampa-based. That'd be good. The only bad thing about the Tampa situation, I think that the existing owners still get to walk away no matter what with the real estate that the city gave them, right? Which seems not great. But yeah, so the White Sox have, when Jerry passes, Jerry's told his kids to sell. And they've got someone potentially who could take it over. And being a Chicago-based billionaire makes more sense to own a team in Chicago. And wouldn't it be great if Chicago had two teams that actually spent money based on the large markets that they are? That could put some real angst in the Northsiders. I don't know what you feel like, Cubs fan 23, Steve, but you need to put more pressure on the Ricketts family to spend appropriately to get you the players you need. And I think this might just do that. So I think MLB would be excited to have two Chicago franchises actually spending well. Yeah, there's no pressure right now for the Cubs to do anything. The future revenue growth for the Sox is greater than that for the Twins at this point? Probably. So it's not a bad idea. It's a shrewd move. And I think good for baseball to have Chicago be having strong teams again. So that's a really interesting kind of change in the last week or so, baseball news wise. And that's all I got on baseball news. Guys, that was fun. I enjoy you guys. Again, I enjoy talking with you guys. You guys have good perspectives on a lot of things. I love all the different feedback. You know your local markets better. And oh no, EVCinNYC's. Oh, this better. We were talking about this. Spore. Well, there you go. A hat has been announced. A hat has been chosen. EVCinNYC has been 50,000 channel points. What should we do for today's hats? EVCinNYC, you get to choose. I do have some other hats that are not on this board. I have my new Cuban hat that is not here. Got a new hat system, which I don't know if this is really working well. I've got this going on. You can just put Cuba. Rain hat. I do have sun hats. I have the Cienfuegos. Martin Dihigo squad. I also have the Almendares. Actually, this is Dihigo squad. Another Cuban team that's not on the list. There's several others. So EVCinNYC, you know the drill. You get to put 3 numbers into the list, and then I got to put it up for you all to vote. 3, 12, and which Cuban hat? The Cienfuegos or the Almendares? Cienfuegos? Oh, this is Cienfuegos, and this is Almendares. We'll be doing much more with them. 3, the Cheesehead. Cienfuegos it is. Okay. So, let me get this rolling here. And the poll. New poll. Which hat? 3, Cheesehead. 12, Boy Scout. Now I know where these hats are too. And Cienfuegos hat. And you can vote as many times as you want. Thank you for using your millinery moolah. Can't even say that right. So the poll is live. And we've got the only hat that's not readily available is the Cheesehead hat. I've worked really hard. My family looks at me while I'm streaming and goes, "Why are all these hats all over the floor?" It's because I have to go dig for a hat. So you did succeed, EVCinNYC, in getting me to dig for a hat, the Cheesehead hat. And the other 2 are within reach. So getting that all going. Great to have you all here. The naysayers will vote for anti-cheese. What's it looking like right now? Let's see. Who's in the lead? Again, you vote as many times as you want. It looks like the Cheesehead is up 63% to the Cienfuegos hat. It's getting a little closer, 58 to 42%, but sticking pretty close there. I have to say the cheese hat is starting to get a little bit of wear. Get a little bit of wear there. I'm a little worried about the cheese starting to go, but we'll figure it out. So you want to the hat too? Well, I'll be streaming again on Wednesday. We'll be doing our deconstructing, or basically taking apart the packs only squad and pulling all together all the packs around. Finishing off freaking missions I'm one card away with. I'm so excited. My frustration is done. Just cut off the moldy part. I don't know. It adds a little character. It is now 50-49%. We're getting a minute left, and it is neck and neck between Cienfuegos and the Cheesehead. Cheeseheads are moving back ahead, 53% to 47%. This is quite the fight back and forth. 300 votes now to 282. And Cheeseheads are staying just at 52%, staying just ahead of the Cienfuegos hat. It's getting closer, 50 to 49%, 380 to 383 votes, 394 to 396 votes. The Cienfuegos hat is jumping ahead, 433 to 419. 449 now to 429 for the Cienfuegos. 482 to 452. This is one of the closest votes we've had to date. Cienfuegos, someone's getting their tapping going fast now. 51%, 558, 569 to 537. And it's getting closer and closer. This is almost a dead heat, guys. 629 to 610. 643 to 627. There's 14 votes separating these two. And it's coming down to the last minute. 704 to 683. We're last couple seconds going. 23 votes separating. 30 votes separating, 30 votes separating, and 791 to 759. The Cienfuegos. Minerva, your hand hurts? Very impressive. Nazbase spent 354 millenary moolah to get me wear the Cienfuegos hat. I am very excited. Love it. I am excited for Cuba. I haven't gotten this all done yet. PT 26. New York Cubans. I'm working on this deck of my New York Cubans theme team. So close. Cheesehead and Cienfuegos. But we're working on our New York Cubans. I think I'm going to do for, guess the opening set. One, you have to name all 5 players on this screen. And then I'm also going to go through, and then how many of these will get a launch card. So I'm going to do that, I think, as part of things. But Packers suck. Lions and Bears ate the cheese. Shia Pet submitted some rosy guesses for RIPaPACKaPALOOZA. I love it. So we're getting ready. Cienfuegos. I'm getting excited. There's the Cienfuegos uniform right there with the cap. So we're close. We're close. But I'm excited for that. So let's see. Where am I? RIPaPACKaPALOOZA is going to start shortly. We're going to talk about the perfect drafts in a moment. But there you go, the RIPaPACKaPALOOZA get on in. We're pulling across 4 different theme teams today, mostly in the dead ball team, about 200 of the packs. There's 332 packs. This is an old slide. It's in the form. Are the packs going to be Cienfuego? We'll find out. Okay. Shout out to our 2072 theme team champions. Thank you again, Machia Pet, for making me wear a hat. Thank you to chat for all the wonderful votes. That was fun. Hooked on Streamer Phonics, Franchise Time Machine, the team that I helped fuel its success, won their first Silver Theme Team Championship, 4th overall the PT25 campaign. The Beltray Buddies, a D. Dempsey, teammates of Adrian Beltray, had their 2nd Bronze Championship. The Seattle Mariners of Star Nebula. Anyone ever played the Seattle Mariners? Took all season. They're finally getting their first championship. Congratulations to them. The Larry Wayne's World Bullman UGA teammates of Chipper Jones won their first Stone Championship. And the Detroit Tigers of Hazy 14 Only players with their PT card team attached to any Detroit Tiger from history. They're winning their first theme team championship of the campaign in Rookie this week. So congratulations to all our winners. Lost in the semis of that early silver. Sorry, man. But you got to the semis. Still good. Got 209 teams running this week. Thank you all for being part of the theme team crew. Those joined. We're getting ready for PT26. Also, I want to thank all the folks who've subscribed and followed in the last week. Thank you so much for being here and hanging out. Every 15 packs helps, man. Machia Pet, 20 months now. Cubs Fan 23, Steve, 32 months. Dr. Dynastic, 19 months. Rabbit Jack, 30 months. Flash, 103067, 6 months. Thank you so much there. Yeah, this is, you know, early in the year, I had 2 checklists going because there were so many folks. That's a question, Machia Pet. I don't think I'm going back to packs only this coming year. Call me crazy. But, and then thanks to new followers, Comac X81, Big Fat E, teammate on the Kansas City EMLB, the Dirty Life 70, and Charlie Palostog. I can mispronounce things, especially when they're hidden behind my head. And Spore, thank you so much. 18-month streak, 19 months now. Thank you for the support, my friend. Great to see you. Always, again, a great year on the content. Cannot wait to see what you got coming for us in PT26. Very excited to see stuff. Hopefully some good Cuban guys that I have not, that I'm looking for. So, yeah, I like these 68, 69 cards. So they're kind of fun. They're kind of fun checklists. So I'll be continuing with that when we go on, and as we go to PT26. Let's talk about some perfect drafts, shall we? It's the Bagels and Schmear perfect draft. Yeah, focus is good. Focus is good. If you can focus, it is nice. Not gonna lie. I'm gonna try to focus more this year. Again, the Bagels and Schmear. We will be having the Bagel Schmear come back. It is a planned launch. We'll change up a little bit. But we'll still be in the New York Polo Grounds. I've enjoyed playing in the Polo Grounds. We'll continue that. And but this is 5 starting pitchers, 5 relief pitchers, 1965 run environment, pre-1960s cards, no DH, best of 5, fires at 10:30 a.m. each day. We might check in on them a little bit later. Chocolate chip Schmear? That seems odd, the chocolate chip Schmear. But dude, if you enjoyed, more bagels to you. These are our winners of the last 4 days since we last updated. I actually won one, so that was fun. No one beat me. It was spectacular. It felt wonderful. The Carbondale Salukis of Strat MJ99, first-time winner. The Hey Goku, look at my car, that Komena's first-time winner. And the Sherwood Owls, first-time winner. So late in the cycle, we're getting still brand new winners of this. I won't knock it until I try it. It's fair. It's fair. That brings our leaderboard to this with 4 more days. 4 more days to get in. The 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th. 4 more days to get your entries in on this one. And it's tight. Kitty Poo Poo with 10 points. The Seattle Malmutes of Skylon with 9. The Los Angeles Ninjas of Diamond Fever with 9 points. The Pavney Harvesters with 8. The Millbrook Dam Busters with 7. The Jenkintown Youngers, the Florence Baycats, with 6. If either one of those 2 teams wins, any of those teams wins one this next 4 days, they're going to go to the top of the leaderboard. The Toronto Front Yarders, a bunch of people have won once during the cycle. So this is your chance to get in. Ooh, 5 bronze dead balls in 6 days. That'd be amazing. I think I need to go find your team and copy it now. So you never know. All sorts of fun tourney stuff happening here on this one. Well, Minerva, you should talk to Nicolino. And then the EVC's West Coast expansion draft. It's been with 2 different alts? Oh, okay. I need some more assistance and thoughts because I must be missing something. The West Coast expansion draft happens every evening. This is 3 starting pitchers, 6 run relief pitchers, because it's the 1958 run environment. Rotating West Coast stadiums. Post 1916 historical cards, no live cards, no DH, best of 5. And our winners for the last 4 days, it's Better Off Ted, Teddy O's squad. Florence Baycats is Adolfo winning. The St. Paul Saints of Lagato, F2P. F2P. I know, free to play, but you know, F2P. The Sugarland Space Cowboys of Jaw 1727. Who knew that pronunciating things was proper? I have to check on that Sugarland Space Cowboys. I didn't check it this morning. Last night they were up 2-0, and I just kind of assumed they won, but that could be wrong. F2P is correct, technically. Our standings, assuming I got that all right. The Novi Expos are still ahead. The Beaver Dam Beavers of Cosme, just 1 point behind. F2P! San Jose Search. F2P for the Saint-Tropez Tan. Is that how that works? The Houston Swangas of J-Spy 83. The Hardware City Rockcats of Zed, pronounced Zed. The Chicago Exploding Whales of Agile, all with 9 points there. The Nashville Stars with 8. My team with 7. The Saint Sauveur Charlie Hustles. I know I pronounced that wrong as well, with 6 points. The Masson Street of Teddy Boy 2000, also with 6 points there. So still some time to get in. Did I get in that one, Minerva? So, there you go. It is time for RIPaPACKaPALOOZA. Say the most pronunciations for actual player names? No. I'm going to be me. I'm going to mispronounce everything. I wonder if there's some cognitive aspects that I should be, taking some of these videos and sharing with my doctor for them to kind of assess my mental alaclarity. I can't even say it. We've got 332 packs across the theme teams. Get your entries in now. Let's see how many of you have voted so far. Let's not do that. Oh, where is it? There we go. Got 16 of you in today. So that's pretty good. 16 of you, and here's your last chance to get in. Actually, I'm going to keep it open until we pull a diamond card. Or if we pull a diamond card, we will automatically, we'll do a countdown. I'll give you one last chance. If we pull a perfect card, it's closed immediately. So get on in. Yeah, assess me whatever I'm wearing, man. Just assess me. I don't think it makes a difference what hat I'm wearing, do you? So let's get into it. 207 packs. And you're saying the dead ball bronze is not filled? Or that was iron. Dead ball. Which one was bronze? Let's go take a look at the game. So we are 5-2. Not a bad start to the week, but again, never overestimate what's going on so far in the game. And from a watch list standpoint, this is our dead balls team. All players playing before 1920. The Gore, the Delahanty. Look at that. Almost screwed that up. Dave Brown, Tris Speaker. Where's Cupid Childs on this list? Oh, he's not for sale yet. Cy Young, Noodles Hahn. I actually pulled a Noodles Hahn on a main. Let's see. Eddie Collins, PTMS. We're not going to get that one. But Cupid's down here somewhere. Where's Cupid? Did I not get Cupid here? Cupid. So those are a couple cards we'd like to be able to get for this theme team. We're currently running Nap Lodge away at second base. So a Cupid would be nice. I know that Ian, who's been running a lot of dead ball, a lot of players in the Albany, Troy area of New York, finally sat Fred Dunlap down. So maybe that's a chance for that to happen. So looking forward to some pulls here across the theme teams. Let's get this started. 216 packs now for the squad. And again, get your entries in now for RIPaPACKaPALOOZA. We're going to start ripping packs. What else is going on in baseball? I saw, let's see. Where's some other headlines that happened today that I may have missed? The Yankees are no longer going to play New York, New York after they lose, which I thought was entertaining. There was nothing more exciting than being Yankee Stadium for Game 5 of the World Series, the Dodgers clinching the pennant, and then the stadium playing New York, New York afterwards. Caglione, who's he play for? I don't know Caglione. 435 feet. Why do I not know Caglione? Casey Royals' top prospect. I figured maybe if Minerva was going, had the number down pat. And our first new card of the day. The 58, Jose Guzman. Do you, what level is he? Does he have a chance to break with the team? I would guess not. Is it Jimmy Wynn? What is his current level? Caglione. Let's see. Little Caglione look. Hit 241, 302, 690 last year in the minor leagues. Playing an high A ball. Was it QC? What's QC? Quad Cities, I think. If I'm not mistaken. 690 OPS. So still some time to go. Draft number 6 overall in the 2024 draft. There he is, number 6. Out of Florida. Tampa native. Jack Tanny. I love it. That's kind of fun. I love spring training games, man. Getting deep into a game. They go forever, by the way, right? Like 3-hour plus broadcasts are like, oh, I love baseball. 6'5", 250 pounds. Did not get a future legend card last year, right? Is he going to be part of the opening set? Where is he on the prospect list? Dolph Luke, speaking of Cubans. One of the prestigious 1940s managers in Cuban baseball, Dolph Luke. Definitely probably have an episode talking about him at some point. He didn't pitch in the Midwest League last year. Okay. Huh? Switch pitcher? Yankees should play Sweet Caroline after losses. That's hilarious. Apparently they're going to play, what was it? Just different Sinatra songs. Apparently after, like Steinbrenner asked Sinatra if he could play New York, New York after a win. And then apparently they were supposed to play other things after a loss, other Sinatra songs after a loss, but they just stuck with New York, New York for everything. And so that's how it goes. Was that the song they played, I think, yesterday when they lost? So they're going to start that as a thing going forward. Yankees trying to shake their culture up. Isn't she lovely? Play the cover. Yes, Sinatra does Stevie Wonder. We've got our first diamond card, guys. This is the last chance. We're going to do a countdown now. I think the switch from Sinatra for wins to Liza Minnelli for losses is still one of your favorite things to the Yankees to do. Guys, get on in. This is your last chance to get in. I'm going to do a countdown. If you are filling out the form, I'm going to do 3 winners today. So your odds are better. If you're filling out the form, let me know. I will keep it open until you get your entry in. 7, 6, 5, 4. Last chance. Give your call. If you're filling it out, you need time. Let me know. 3, 2, 1. Closing now, unless you tell me you are filling it out. Let me go through and let's get that closed. 17 of you are in. And turning off now. No one else wanted to get in on the fun. So what did you guys think was happening today? 17 in. Was that the wrong link? You're right. I haven't done it yet. Here, I'm going to... Oh, no. I put the wrong link in chat multiple times. Let's do the proper link. Because I don't know what I'm doing. Exclamation point professional. Let me know when you're done. Let me know when you're done. I like the EVCinNYC's green. It's closed? Oh, here. That's Is it open now? Okay, it should be open now. Sorry, guys. I do like the EVCinNYC's green. Kind of goes with the green I'm going today. Kind of excited. Also, I didn't realize Almendaris had a... I got little pieces of, like, the cheese head on my keyboard now, which is kind of frightening. Ooh, 16-6 shelling. Yikes. You don't have to do it again. Franchise Time Machine is in. Boomer was the last ad. Abrac was there. Flying Squirrel. J-Palm. Good to see you. Kitty Poo Poo. Robbie and Headlights. Sparties. Terps in there. Cubs Fan 23. DD Berg. Blutster. Foxtrot Unicorns in. VR Minds in. Tex Jenks is in. So, let me know when you're ready, Minerva. There you go. The nearly perfect lunch, going back and forth. I don't think I got in that one. I don't know. Maybe I did. 18. Minerva is in. Okay, there we go. We're going to close it off now unless anyone else has an entry they want to make. And let's see what you guys chose today. Wow, 3 historical perfects today. Now we do have a rainbow and a perfect, 2 rainbows and a perfect, but they're not historicals. So you guys are going for the late cycle excitement, which I like. A lot of 2 live perfects with a big call for new cards, anywhere from 2 to 15 a day. So we'll see how many new we get across 4 teams. So a chance for a little bit more than a normal 1 team would be. And then anywhere from between 8 and 27 historical diamonds, I believe. Yeah, we have 21 diamond packs to go through. So we'll have at least 10 historical diamonds. But it's possible, I think someone entered the form. I think Erie GM entered it last night because it was still open over the weekend when I plan to do it on Saturday. It would help if I actually showed what I was doing, I guess, huh? So there you go. 3 historical perfects, 2 live perfects, anywhere from 2 to 15 new cards today. Man. Congratulations, Minerva. Getting the 102. Very nice. The Bumgarner. We got a Justin Steele live diamond. Okay, 198 more packs. 198 more packs to pull on the Dead Ball theme team. Real Muto, which we did not have on this team. Just pulling packs. Kind of, you know, counting down to PT26. Gonna be exciting to see what comes. You overpaid for Jackie Robinson's been worth every penny. Yeah, he's a great card. I way overpaid for on the Dodgers theme team for Pee Wee Reese. I should have waited to see that his market value was going to be much less. So, but who cares? End of the cycle. It's not much else I was going for on the Dodgers theme team. So, but that's awesome. Jackie is a great card, as he should be. As he should be. It's great to see some of the studs of the game get great cards like that and be something you want to play, you know? What do you guys, if you're running a theme team, what card are you chasing now for your theme team? I'm interested in seeing what your final last 2 weeks here you're trying to chase. And then don't forget Thursday night. Let me make sure I'm plugged in here. Looks like I'm not plugged in and I'm down on power. So let's make sure I don't have the computer close on me. Ooh, we went out and bought the new Bryce. Nice. Very nice. How's he playing for you? You enjoying it? There's a Jimmy Brown and a Steve Evans dead ball. We don't have. Part of All I Want for Christmas Is You missions. Too hard to tell. I don't know. You buy that fresh new 104 card and you're like, yeah, let me get this in. I want to see him just like take off immediately. And it's hard when you add a new card in to not get disappointed if they're not going off or get too psyched. Well, there you go. Custom 23 Steve is looking to get DeGrom for his New York Legends team. Nice. That's a nice chase card. Holy cow, Joe Burum. I don't even know what to think. I like it because it's Moonball. Are you guys like overdoing the bullpens now? Are you doing minimum 13 in a bullpen game in those perfect drafts? Modern Aaron Mustaches. That sounds like a theme team name. The memes. I have 7 in the pen too usually for perfect drafts, but I'm just wondering with Moonball. I'm assuming the pitchers are tired as heck. And your bullpen has a lot of tired arms in it when you're getting stuff like that. All red, yeah. How many is Franchise Time Machine, your competitor, running? And are they all red as well? Jeff Francis, part of Mortal Kombat. Like, I hadn't really thought too much about it. Ooh, the beards. The New York beards. I kind of like that. The Victorino. That's a tourney badge card, right? Five red, 1 yellow, 1 rested. So they've got 8. So I think 8 is the way to go. I typically have done just 7 in the bullpen. But because you get run scores like you're seeing in your games right there, getting closer on the cart, and I'm real, this Joel Zamaya, I really do start to think that you got to run with 8 relievers. Just because of the situation you're right now with all those red, the stamina just killing you. which I'm again very late to the party. It is going to come out of the bullpen. Although I was fascinating. You guys watched the WTC, and who was it? Who they bring in as a pitcher in the bullpen that was a hitter? Was it the 40 overall card Detroit Tiger? Shane Halter, right? Shane Halter last night coming in and saving the bullpen as a two-way player, and somehow then still still using that player in. That was fascinating. Like that's OOTP lore now for Shane Halter. It was Shane Halter, right? I have to go look now. Market, card shop, Halter. Yeah, this card came in and pitched. In one of the tourneys. It was spectacular. Spectacular. It's the stuff of legends. Actually had a positive ERA plus. It's fascinating. I'm definitely motivated to try to get into the PTMS, but it is a lot of focus. Yeah, having that tool in play just in case. And he pitched in 6 games over the entire tournament, which was kind of spectacular. And I'm assuming I don't know if it was. I'm assuming it was combied. So Jeremy Hellickson, calling all you Tampa natives. Part of the New Year Bronze and Mario Kart missions. Hey BD Cable, how you doing? I think you're close in the bagels. I think it was the bagels you were close in. Some dupes. I knew we get some Hellickson. I just have to say the name a couple times, and AW shows up. Oh, let's see. Evan Phillips looks like he's hurt to start the season. That sucks. Well, any other big injuries that happened so far? We know that Sean Manaea is going to end up on the DL to start the season, I believe. There we go. A little. Why is that not showing up here? Okay. I know it's a card you requested. That's why I kind of mentioned it. It's Yainer Diaz. Yainer Diaz. I have to speak slower, I think. Is that the key to not mispronouncing things? I'm not very good at talking slow. So Sean Manaea is going to start the season on the IL with an oblique strain. And the Mets apparently are not looking to add another arm. To make up for it. So that'll be interesting. Got an Aaron Savali. Getting 65% on Mortal Kombat, 50% in Dry January. At least getting cards for the new missions. You put both your starter and reliever hooked to max slow to try to rest the pen for a game and then try to win 3 in a row. It's not a bad idea when you can micro like that. It could happen. Yeah, when your pen is all red, it's not a good sign. I think I have a problem when I start doing that kind of strategy. I forget to turn that strategy off when I'm back. Like I do it for the playoff game. You made it to Diamond with your speedrun team? Congratulations. Very nice. You know, I didn't even check my speedrun team. I think I got ousted 2 weeks in a row in gold. Franklin Gutierrez. I definitely, doing the speedrun team, I hit the wall of the tournament cards required. Since I wasn't running tournaments in them, it's a pretty heavy wall to get through. Not gonna lie. Whew, golf pack. But congratulations, that's a nice feat being able to speed run. It's a great little challenge for yourself to make it all the way through at the end of the cycle. Well, we've opened about 100 or so packs so far. We've gotten 2 live diamonds and 1 new card. Yay! And no dead ball players. You've been running tournaments every day on it? Yeah, see, I was already running tournaments on my other ones. It was just like, I can't do another team with doing tournaments. I just don't have the time. Too many tournaments. Interesting. Not supposed to tank. There's anti-tanking. Ryan Schimpf. Another new card. 63 overall. Ryan Schimpf. When your alt's lowest overall is 102, it's hard to get better cards. Well, you're pulling better cards than I am. Rolling through. This is BDK's got 60 missions left on the on his speedrun team. Very nice. Very nice. Got Justin Smoke. Very splitty player. Brand new card, 64. Justin Smoke. That's 3 new cards already, guys. We're about a third of the way through the pack pulls for today. I use them for points and combi food. Interesting. Chasing Cibolo. Wow. Guys are going for it. I like the commitment. We got a Mike Young we didn't have before for November newbies, and he has 86% on the power missions. Don't even start. BD Cable, I am sorry that you're even in that situation. Now you all know what it's like to work for a dick as a boss. But hey. Sorry. Still use 6 guys in your pen? Holy cow. That's not fun. Yeah, you may have to change global when you do it on the local. That's interesting. Also maybe relying on your pitch count or some other stuff as well. There's Henderson Alvarez III, getting 60% on Metroid, 58% on Dry January. Yeah, I'm happy that you had a boss that had some common sense there. Ugh. Oh, that's a good thing. Fatigue settings on your bullpen. Do I even have that? Let's see if I have that. Global strategy. Am I doing this wrong? I think I am. It's supposed to be like 90% on your bullpen. What are you guys using for your default relief pitcher bench when fatigue? I used to do this. Let's see how I got this. Import. I think we did this last time. So 81% on bullpen, 99% on starters or batting. I think I've gone to this. Starting pitching doesn't, I don't really worry about it. So that's what I've been using for the most part. I've kind of upped the relief pitcher amount. See if that does you any good. Two more standard packs to run through. And a diamond. Hey, reset. Get Seth Lugo. We pulled 3 diamonds a day, and they've all been lives. New Ray Fisher. 55. Ray Fisher. Not with a C. I don't know if they're gonna, man. We've got the Combi 46. Ricky Henderson. What do you guys think of that one? It just means you got to win more. So some over L10 being sold. Interesting card. I just think you're going to have less playing tourneys. And so the chance to get, there's not going to be that many people with dupes. You need so many of the tourney cards to finish the missions that they're not going to be that many out in the market. You can see a lot of missions really have like none for sale because they're just all being saved. So I think once a person gets to the point where they got a bunch of dupes, they're probably not going into more tourneys too. So I think they're going to be high the rest of the way, and just getting into tourneys when those cards is going to be key. Logan Kensing, 44, new card. That is our 5th new card already. Yeah, there are a lot of ghosts, but I mean, not ghosts in tourneys, right? So you know, there's a number of, as you expect, ending the cycle, fewer players playing. A lot of people still chasing the weeklies because the prizes are really good. There's that Curtis Granderson, such a fun card as a split. That's been a nice card this year. Yasmani Grandal, that's a dupe for us. Let's go. Oh, 18,998. Lowest on the market, part of your golden lineup and Pokemon missions. Go get them. And a George Springer for us. You have only the CC mission left in your main? Yeah, that 100 CC card is going to be rough. I think Seawit's also looking for that card. You picked him up on Saturday, Jobu? Yeah. You can probably sell for more. It's like the last card for a lot of people. They'll pay up to finish off, I would think. You probably still could sell for 280K. Got a Greg Litton, part of Santa Baby mission. Super utility. Super utility's been fun. Yeah, there you go. 400K right now. You were up 12-9 in the 19th and gave up 16 runs in the bottom of the 19th? Bottom of the 9th, okay. You gave up 16 runs in the bottom of the 9th. That's just no. Wow. Yikes. So many dupes. I think we're getting out of the standard pack soon, though. This is the big tranche of standard packs we had today, I think. It's EVCNYC bringing the sounds of New York City. It's so quiet today. Glad to have you all here. 150 hanging out. On a Monday, RIPaPACKaPALOOZA. We'll be back on Wednesday. We'll be doing all the missions we can on the PAX only squad. And we'll make it a RIPaPACKaPALOOZA. We'll figure out how to do it. Impu? What's Impu? Impossible? What's impossible? Context, please. I'm losing my mind. Cocoa Crisp. Our first historical diamond of the day. 55, 45. Go get them. You've all finished those missions by now. 16 runs in the bottom of the ninth is impossible? It seems impossible. Jobu, were your position players pitching, or is that just your bullpen? You're one card away from Burnsy. Nice. Well, this has been fun. This has been fun. Dylan, let's go. And Fullerton Sr. up to 56% with a Don Ossie. Historical silver packs now. Getting a Jeff King we didn't have before. 73% on PTE Light. Jeff King, Mark Witten getting us to 89% in power, 94% on Santa Baby. Bunch of dupes. Clay Buckholtz in the house, part of God of War, and sample sizes matter. Whole bunch of dupes. Todd Hundley, part of the new set, number 6 of the day. So if you guess 6 new cards, you're on the low end. About halfway through the pack opening today. John Tudor. No, don't sell the Kershaw. I actually think Kershaw is a little bit better than the Burns. John Castino, excuse me. I mean, some people sell all the mission toppers to get more perfect points to finish more missions, but double Max Scherzer there in the irons. I hate doing that. We've got Matt Downs, part of the God of War, and T424 mission. Mr. Kenley Jansen. Guess 98% on Boston Elite PTE Lights. And we got a Manny Ramirez for the Week I'm Real and Mario Kart missions. Bunch of dupes here in the silver packs. You never know what you're going to get. Pedro Martinez, part of the 2000s Week I'm Real mission in Mortal Kombat. David Ross. Also Mortal Kombat in dry January. Yeah, I think Kershaw's better than Burns. I agree with that. Mr. Fancier. Thank you for chiming in. Kid Nichols, huh? More silver pack fun. Chris Sale getting us to 56% on snaps. Bruce Campbell, excuse me, coming in on Pokemon and T424. So making some moves on the latest missions. But not enough to finish them. Pedro Guerrero, look at that. For All-Star Game Williams and Dodgers for PT Elite. Greg Swindell, JoJo Moore. An all live pack. Let's get some diamond packs going here. Let's get some fun diamond stuff going on. Standard packs did not provide any big bumps today. Julio Rodriguez. We now have 4 live. And 1 historical diamond today. Ellie De La Cruz. Another diamond incoming. It is Claude Jonard. And a Tommy Griff that we didn't have. Part of the Rebirth Catcher outfield mission and the Nabro. There's Oral Hershiser we didn't have. Part of October Heroes. Not playable on the dead ball team. But fun just the same. Diamond coming in. It's Brewstar. Don't know when he'll be back. Mr. Gratterall. What are we on Dodgers now? 91%? Okay. Double diamond. Love to see this. Carl Taylor and Silver King. Both dupes for me. Carl Taylor. Silver King. And yeah. 4,800. 4,700. Bobby Miller probably not high enough for me, so I didn't go after him. There's Ned Williamson, the not so good one, selling for almost quick sell. Here in our historical diamond pack. Yeah, I'm running too many high-level cards. There's Chris Davis. A 30,000 perfect point card, well, 20,000 perfect point card. Part of the Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil missions. A double dip. Taking a look at Mel Ort, as I like to call him. Another historical diamond pack coming in. It is Jose and Mark. Jose Canseco. Getting us closer on some Oakland missions. Kids are out from school. Yay. There's Jared Triolo. Getting some time at first base, it sounds like, for the Buccos. Kind of interesting. We're in the historical silvers right now. We got ourselves the Ray Langford again. And a Dick Brown. Super dupes. This is the dead ball team. And the pack luck has been relatively dead ball. But not enough dead ball. Ian Kennedy. Johnny Grubb, part of the It Follows and FSU Senior mission. Gonna have more college collection cards this coming year. It should be really interesting to see how that goes. Again, this was the first year I ever even thought about what players played for what colleges. I thought that was a lens I had not done before. Burt Roberge, and this year we did have people doing like Pac-12 and NAIAA schools. So that was kind of some new themes this year, which is kind of fun. Trey Turner, part of Sample Sizes Matter. Going for 24K. Another historical gold pack incoming. With a diamond. Like to see that. It's Leon Day. Getting a little closer to a couple missions. We've got the Trick or Treat Kershaw there, Lindblad. Dick Egan, Dominic Brown. Packs. Thank you, Machia Pet, for making me wear a hat today. Thank you for chat for choosing this one. I know it was a tight vote today between this and the Cheesehead. And Cienfuego's hat may not be en fuego. It may not be en fuego. Charlie Keller there. Diamond coming in. It is Sonny Siebert. So a decent number of his historical diamonds coming in, but ooh, negotiations in the chat. So there's a nice Len Barker. Doesn't fit the dead ball theme. Love the card art still, though, right? Hard not to love that card art. Getting us closer in a couple more Cleveland missions. And we've got ourselves, I think, a Boom. A Ken Hill, part of a New Year mission. The Power Era Diamond Pack. I think we got 2 more of these. Jamie Moyer in here with Mark McGuire. So dupes all around. And one more Era Diamond Pack. Tom Gordon. Part of Grand Theft Auto 2, and we love don't cost a thin. Tom Gordon. So, there you go. Our first cut so far. Not very many perfects. Is chat been in and out? Have I been dropping frames? No. So there's what we got so far. Not exactly a stellar list of pulls so far. No perfects. 6 new cards, 14 historical diamonds, 6 live diamonds in today's RIPaPACKaPALOOZA. We still have some more packs to pull. We're going to the EVC's Dodgers Dodged. Yeah, dropping dupes. God, I gotta go back and find all the songs you guys came up with for me to sing for when I'm getting that bunch of dupes. Let me go switch on over. Great to have you all here. It's EVCinNYC. We're in the Cienfuegos cap today, thanks to Machia Pet using their 50,000 channel points. About an hour ago. So getting some good mileage out of your 50,000. Millinery moolah. I need a better name. And now we're going to go to 3 teams that I basically have, these are the extra, like this is a warning of how many teams you can do because it's just hard to fund them all. So my Dodgers Dodge just really didn't get much attention or love. I just didn't have time to update and get attorneys for them all. So the difference in the economy is pretty stark when you can't get into tourneys. And doing more than 4 teams, it's really hard to keep them all in tourneys and keep them running in the dough. So lesson to learn. We are in silver this week, starting off at week 2 and 4, it appears. That seems not penny. But packs-wise, not a lot of exciting packs here. These are all the Dodgers dodged. All players have a year in the card that the Dodgers went to the World Series, no Dodgers allowed. So they just had to get to the World Series, but no Dodgers allowed. There's a very expensive Yerman, the Yerminator. Leo Keeley. Nice. So move the bullpen up a little bit. Okay. Going to a game 7. Excellent. That's great to hear. Yeah, I think that's the right tuning. Just to get the focus on the fatigue. It's amazing how much the fatigue makes a difference. There's Will Warren. Rick Astley? Is that what you called me? Never gonna give you up. Gonna give you advice. See if it helps. I doubt it, doubt it. It's EVCinNYC. And the kids are out of school and they're pumped. In case you hear screaming in the background. It's amazing how much energy they let out after a school day. It's Kyle Blanks. You love it. Just pure energy. We got Jose Ramirez getting us closer on multiple missions. The Colby Rasmus. 88% on a mission there. Hanley Ramirez. No Dodgers allowed on this one. That's a 18 to 20,000 perfect point card. Willie Adames. See, I almost said Adams. You want to go ad, and you know it's Adames. Adames. Working on that one for next year. More duplicates. Pat Caraway and Raciel Iglesias. 80%, 47%. It's all dupes. Should be less dupes on these teams because I haven't pulled as many cards on these teams. And we do have some perfects coming up with our next squad, so that'll be fun. Roy Henshaw here. Art Neff. We know there's no Sayers of Nay this week because we have at least 3 perfect cards, but otherwise it would have been. There's a Brian Wilson. Bill Cooper. Diamond Pack. Gonna be Shota Imanaga. Shota Imanaga. He hasn't pitched yet, right? When's Shota making his first spring start? It is Dave McNally as the non-dupe in that pack. Clay Buchholz again. Jack Warhop. And we've got new Ernie Witt, 66 Ernie Witt. Getting us to 7 new cards today. And a Mark Bailey. Doesn't really help me much there. And that was it. That was it. Wow. That was sad. Here we are. 7 new cards, 14 historical diamonds, 7 live diamonds. Should we go pull our perfects now? Let's go pull some perfect cards. Shall we? Let's go switch over. We have the Fernando's better 3-4s. Players who wore 3, 4, or any uniform with just 3s or 4s in it are homage to Fernando this season. And my better 3/4. It's 40 packs, 1 rainbow, 2 rainbows, 1 perfect. And then we'll finish off with Baseball Fever. So we're going to switch on over to Fernando's better 3/4s. And we have 3 winners today. Because why not? Because why not? We're going to go pull these perfects right away. No monkeying around here. Let's go get some. Let's go see who's going to be in it. The rainbow pack to start with. Let's go. The rainbow is giving us Jose Ramirez. And the perfect is Mike Trout. 1 live perfect down. Okay, let's go to the perfect pack. And our perfect is Mookie Betts. This theme team is players that wore 3 or 4. Mookie's not wearing that either. So Mookie Betts. Okay. 2 lives. Can we get a historical in the last rainbow pack? Let's see. The diamond is Javier Baez. And the historical perfect is Jose Ramirez. Okay, so not a lot of juice, but it is a historical perfect. And I don't think that he wore a 3 or 4. Did he? Let's take a look. Jose Ramirez. I think I might have him on this team already, actually. Nope, I don't. He wore a number 62 and a number 11. Nothing else. So, does not play for the team. Bummer. Yeah. Bummer. Well, we'll just keep on pulling packs. Let's see where we are right now. 1 and 2. Who were our 1 and 2'ers? 1 historical. Let's get these in. Okay. And let's just do this as well. We're going to do... Oops. Ugh. So, historical perfects, how many do we have? Filter column. People who chose 1. And people who chose... Oh, only 1. Holy Blootster! Close without going over. Only one person said only 1 historical perfect. You guys are nice. You guys really thought I'd do more. But look at our tiebreakers then. People who chose 2. They missed the first one. How many said 2 historical perfects? Whoa. Okay. I'm going to clear that, then select all. Total professional. Thank you. So everyone thought I'd get at least 2 historicals, except for Blutzer, who's 1 and 3. So we're 1 and 2 so far. Blutzer is automatically in unless I get another historical perfect. We're gonna second historical perfect, then the Toozer's here. 2 and 2 AW, 2 and 2 Franchise Time Machine, 2 and 2 Kitty Poo Poo there. So those are our 3. You can't see Excel because, again, thank you. I really have been having a hard time lately on that. I just think you guys can see everything. So here's what we got so far. 1 historical perfect, 2 live perfects, 7 new. 3 winners today. Those with 1 and 2. Blutzer is the only one that guessed 1 historical perfect. They're automatically in, and their tiebreaker, people with 2 perfects. So still in it. AW, Cubs fan 23 Steve, Idea, Franchise Time Machine, Kitty Poo Poo, and Minerva. Minerva's hoping I get a 3rd live perfect. Has his Cubs fan 23 Steve and Idea. Nice, Jobu. That's a huge win over Franchise Time Machine. Congratulations. How's the bullpen looking? So I'm gonna pull some more packs here to go to standard packs. Not exactly fruitful. Thank you for guys letting me know that I was in my own world there. Zach Wheeler. There's still time. There's still more packs to pull. But we know the stakes now. There's Matt Noakes, Mike Fitzgerald, just more catchers. Getting all the catchers today. Wow. Nice, Jobu. Now, my other question is, on your pitchers, do you have them assign specific slots, or do you make them all middle relievers? So that would be my next bit of advice, because the AI will try to go for the guys that you have in a specific role first. All middle, great. I think that's a good way of playing. Charlie Leibrandt there. And that way the AI is just focusing on the most rested guys to get you through. Johan Ramirez. Excellent. There's Paul Richards, Goat Anderson. Again, another team with not a lot of missions completed, so we're going to get a lot of old cards and stuff. Yeah, I got to do that. I kind of do that as well. Especially if the card's really not that good. Steve Renko. We do have a honk emote for those that are playing a game. We have talked about at some point. I haven't really implemented it because I don't know how great it would be of doing a EVC bingo based on the sounds that we get in the background. But it's a little subjective. Zane Smith, Mike Timlin, Tyler Mahle. Figueroa and Cardi. So far away. Well, RIPaPACKaPALOOZA is not looking like a big banner day. We've had our banner day already last week with the Jackie Robinson pull. So everything at this point is going to be kind of, it'll be hard to top that session. There's a Boog Powell. So I'm not complaining. But I'd like to be more entertaining for you guys. There's a Wally Gilbert, Marlon Anderson. So many dupes at this time of the cycle. Rocky Bridges and Alex Cole. I haven't played much of that Alex Cole yet. Look at that. Michael A. Taylor. Not to be confused with Michael Tucker or Kyle Tucker. Kyle Tucker, who I called Michael Tucker today, because that's what I'm good at. Micah Owings, Jim Shaw. This team doesn't even have Brock Stewart on it. So you can tell how few packs have been opened. Andy Hansen, Caleb Killan are new for this team. So this is just a warning that you may not want to have too many theme teams. Sacrilege, I know. Brooks Lee. Derek Jeter. David Ross. Chikalis. Ringney. Carruthers. Emil Kush. Got a Brad Peacock. Aaron Robinson. Ian Kennedy. And a diamond, something different. Let's see. Hardy Richardson. Another diamond pack incoming. On a green there, and Wilson Contreras. Historical diamond pack. Oh, Wilson Contreras. I gotta write that down. I think we're gonna get to those tiebreakers, but there's the Shane Halter pitching the WC, the PTWC yesterday. PJ Upton, Bucky Dent. Shane Halter still, I just love that story. 6 innings of ball, 6 games pitched. Mike Yastrzemski here. Charlie Beverly and new card, Khalil Green, 55, Khalil Green. That is our 8th new card. Brian Talent, LSA Jr. Diamond coming in, it is Matt Carpenter, part of Grand Theft Auto and Grand Theft Auto 2 and sample studs. Matt Carpenter. What else are you guys doing for the end of the cycle? Are you kind of like just collecting drops? What should I do over the next 2 weeks, guys, for content that you'd find entertaining? Got a Giancarlo Stanton. Tebbets, Al Myers, Roy White. Making bad financial decisions to complete missions. Well, you do you. Who needs to save for retirement? Fernando's better 3-4s, off to a 2-5 start. Not a lot of help there. Oh, not much change. We've got our polls so far. 1 historical perfect, the Jose Ramirez. 2 live perfects and Trout and Betts. 8 new cards, 20 historical diamonds, and not much has changed on the leaderboard here. So if we stay this way, the tiebreaker for the 2s and 2s, right? AW here. So Blooster's in. Franchise Time Machine. Well, Blooster's in, and Franchise Time Machine, Kitty Poo Poo, and AW. And then closest, without going over on new cards, 4, 3, and 6. So right now, Franchise Time Machine would be out. Kitty Poo Poo with 6 and AW with 4 would be winning the packs. But there's still time for things to happen. We could get another historical perfect. We could get another live perfect. But that's how it's looking right now in our top picks. Look at that, I even showed it to you. How about that? We're down to 60 packs on the EVC's Baseball Fever. Any player mentioned a zine I made and sold to the neighborhood kids from 1979 to 1980. And let's go. Let's see what we got. I'm going to switch on over to the Baseball Fever squad. You're chilling at this point, mostly focusing on one team now, leveling combis on your gold teams. Ouch. You're going to hurt me in golds, huh? I have not, TX Jenks. I have still 1 historical perfect, 2 live perfects. So much work to do. And only 60 packs left to do it in. And I don't know if I'm going to be pulling packs on these teams for the rest of the cycle. I think these teams will get some drops from logins maybe, but not much else. So be safe driving, Tex Jenks. Not a lot of special cards in this one. I've got 1 diamond. Everything else is below that. So we're going to hope for some RNG luck here out of the packs as we finish off our pulls for today. We've got a Paul Konerko helping for the Beltry collection. That's done. I might open a couple complete a couple missions here if I got them. If I got them, why not? Because I think I'm pretty much finishing off. A diamond card coming in. It's live Trey Turner. Our 10th live diamond of the day. All dupes all the time. Got a Piggy Ward coming in. One of the first super utility cards that we got with the Swiss Army knife logo. That's been a fun set that I enjoyed this year. Got Kelly Gruber here. Getting us a 73% on Power Mission and 61% All I Want for Christmas Is You. I'm refraining from singing that one because I really don't want any more cold weather. Diamond coming in, it's Joe Black, part of the Roger Dodger mission from Mission Week 1 and Rookie Sensations and Let It Be. So Joe Black as a historical diamond. You're driving someplace fun, Tex Jenks? Don't answer because you're driving. Al Leiter and Drew Stubbs. Hope you're driving to some nice barbecue somewhere. I think that completed a mission. Bunch of dupes there. 46 more packs to go to finish off RIPaPACKaPALOOZA. Got a Paul Sewald live card. Danny Salazar, historical. That's new for this team. Pat Kelly, new for this team, part of Common Royalty and Kelly Green missions. There's a Nico Goodrum, 64% towards the speed mission. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to finish off. Just an errand? Okay. Well, you know, getting barbecue is kind of an errand. Steve Renko. I'd like to finish all the missions on my main, but I'm not feeling great. I have to start winning more tournaments. There's Tim Salmon, part of the T4 batters of Mission Week 1. Bunch of standard pack dupes coming in. Dave Gallagher is new for this team. And yeah, it's getting ugly. I also, on my speedrun team, I made an error, or I made a bad decision. I had like 70 or 80,000 perfect points, maybe 90,000, and I bought 3 spotties that got me nothing. And so that was a lesson of abject failure that I was very depressed about because I could have used them to unlock some other missions. So bad choices happening everywhere. There's a Mike Hampton. Could I speak up? What's wrong, Cavicom? Am I too quiet for you? Are you falling asleep on the job? It's Andrew Roman. I got truck horns. You don't like my ASMR voice? So yes, for the rest of the stream, I'll be talking on a very quiet level, just to help you fall asleep while you're driving or working. I mean, I'd love to be able to have something a little bit more exciting to talk about. The live Nestor Cortez that just came up on stream is not getting me out of my seat. Well, I don't know what to tell you. We got a Joe Ostrowski, 74. A little better. Cesar Geronimo. A Ted Easterly. I mean, I'm getting excited for some... I'm trying to get myself ready for the next version. Get excited for very low-level cards. We've got a Spotty, our second Spotty of the day, along with Don Slott in his pack. It is Future Legend Combinator Miguel Bleis of the Boston Red Sox. Selling for the minimum because Future Legends are a pain to combinate it up. So, yay? No, I didn't write that in. 78 Miguel Bleis. And that is that team. Okay. So many duplicates. We're into silver packs. We've got only 20 packs left in RIPaPACKaPALOOZA. We've got Steve Evans, Scott Blewett, Captain America. More dupes. Let's go to a gold pack. And we've got Salvador Perez and Bob Grimm. This doesn't feel like a fun way to end, does it? 18 more packs, more dupes in the gold pack. Ahmad Rosario. Did he re-sign somewhere? Is he back in Tampa Bay? Or Toronto? Where did Ahmad Rosario end up? Let's see. Ahmed Rosario. Where is he? He ended up he was in LA, ended up in Cincinnati, started off in Tampa Bay. Do I have any transactions? Signed as a free agent with the Washington Nationals. Okay. All dupes. Diamond pack. I think the only one on this one. The diamond pack is Duke Sims. So exciting. I didn't see all your call your flop yesterday, Cavicom. How many of your 9 perfects you were guaranteed yesterday, how many of them were historicals? And we want to know. There's Tyler Stevenson, Tom Candiotti. I put in Mike Trout, and I got one today, so I felt like there was some kinship towards the call your flops happening on your channel yesterday. Josh Beckett, Lucas Giolito, Larry Anderson, McReynolds. Any missions completed? Not a one. You packed 23 perfects. What was your best perfect yesterday? Damn, I missed out. That's what happens when I stream during your stream. I miss all the good stuff. Had to do the perfect team finals, though. Not perfect team. Theme team. It's perfectly good in my mind. You got the Hank. Nice. I have not gotten a Hank on any team this year. It's one I would like to play with. It'd be fun to play. It's fun to play with a Hank, you know? Stan Bonson. Justin Martinez. What was the floppiest of flops that you had yesterday? Dick Selma, Will Myers. Got Hub Collins. I wonder if we get a good early Hank this time around. Casey Jansen, Harold Clift. Bob Neiman are the bangers. Hal Wagner, 88% photograph. Griffin Jacks. I still feel like Griffin Jacks was good. There's some other, like, there's a Tampa Bay, was it Sparks or Springs? That's a perfect that I didn't even realize was a perfect. I have to, every time I see it, it like shocks me that he was a perfect. Or is that a diamond? I think perfect. Manny Moda. Jose Banagua. Rasmussen. Thank you, AW. I knew you'd figure it out. Like, really? Andres Torres? I'm sure he was good. It just didn't, like, hit me on the top of my head like, oh. And the last card pack. We're going to open a couple more from missions completed on this one. Dave Stapleton, a duplicate. So, a rather depressing pull. Let's get this done by percent complete. And we have one mission, the Beltray collection, which will give us 2 historical silver packs. Yay! And we'll finish off RIPaPACKaPALOOZA. In the first historical silver pack, we get a Mark Loretta gold. It's a 15,000 perfect point card. And the last historical silver pack of the stream. It's a Tom Seaver. Getting as close, but still pretty far away on multiple missions. And there you go. Not a lot of help. Let's go finish off RIPaPACKaPALOOZA in a lackluster rip. The rainbow and 2 rainbows and 1 perfect pack got us a Mike Trout, Mookie Betts, both lives, and the Jose Ramirez perfect 100 card. So 1 and 2 and 8 new cards, 22 historical diamonds, and 10 live diamonds. A couple combis for fun. Yeah, AW was, that's what I was thinking. Like, Rasmussen was just a short time playing that it just didn't register that he went from a 97 to 100 on a couple games. So our winner, we're doing 3 winners today. So the first winner here is Blutster. They are in. So we'll be getting them some packs. And then the other 2 winners, again, close without going over. Well, everyone picked 2 historicals. They were all over, so they're out. So it's how many live perfects, and the 2s have it. AW, Franchise Time Machine, and Kitty Poo Poo. So the third tiebreaker is close without going over. So Kitty Poo Poo is in with 6. And then AW. So there are your winners today. AW, Blutster, and Kitty Poo Poo, each winning 10 packs in our special Monday RIPaPACKaPALOOZA. So congratulations to each of you of going through on that, on our RIPaPACKaPALOOZA. We went 332 packs, and we got stuff. We got 3 winners. So congratulations on the win. And let's see. 7 historicals. That would have been, you know, that's an interesting, no, 7 historical, I guess, no, closest without going over. So you know what? You're absolutely right. I screwed this up. As long as you did one, everyone did one, so everything's available. None of you were close. It's close without going over. You all went over. Oh dear. You all went over. So now it's anyone with 2. So Bluester's in for sure, but anyone who did 2. And there are a lot of you with 2. You know, it's always about being a professional, and you guys keeping me honest. So all the people who guessed 2 live perfects, you're in. And now, again, I pulled 8. So let's go through and look at all those that did 8 or lower. No one did 8. So if you guessed 12, 13, 14, 15, you're out. And that leaves us the winner, Flying Attack Squirrels with 7. And then J Palm with 6. Did I miss this up again? You did 1 live, not 2. Yes, but thank you. So closest without going over, and again, had to have at least 2 live perfects. So, very nice. Our winners, Blutster, Flying Attack Squirrels, and J-Palm. AW just missing out. Actually, Boomer was ahead of you. And so was Fred the Baker. Bamboozled. I need the crowdsourcing for y'all to keep me honest, so I appreciate y'all. Thanks, Tex Jenks. So Blutster, Flying Squirrel, and J-Palm will be getting 10 packs each from today's RIPaPACKaPALOOZA. Sorry, AW. Oh, dear. Let's go through. We're going to take a look at what happened today in the Bagels and Schmear and see if there's any change that happened in the standings. And then we'll call it a stream. I don't know if anybody else is running right now. Let's see. I Rock This is going. We can get you over to I Rock This, who's doing some White Sox. He and I started at the exact same time. I was like, oh no. The Tex Jenks and AW rivalry has officially started. He scored 7 runs in 1 inning against you? Yikes. Okay, Bagels and Schmear. Let's see, show tournaments. Your tournaments. All tournaments. Today's Bagels and Schmear. Let's go through and see what happened today. Oh, I don't know. I believe it. The Milwaukee Ball Club of Foot for Hand beat me today in the Bagels and Schmear. So I'm going to update it live because why not? It's February 24th, and that is 17th through 32nd place for me. Beating me was the Milwaukee Ball Club of Foot for Hand. In the playoffs, let's go see who won. Bear with me. Tournament coverage. And it's the Seattle Malamutes. Oh my goodness, we have some leaderboard changes happening today in a sweep in 3 games. The Seattle Malamutes. Okay, Seattle Malamutes. Watch me updating things as we go here. Seattle Malamutes. I know they've won. They've run on the 15th already this month. And they're taking down the, who? The Sugarland Space Cowboys. Jaw 1727A getting in 2nd place. Let's see what happened in 3rd and 4th today. In the semifinals, It's A-Dub Slugger Dogs and the Detroit Pork Chop Express. Well, I think I've got A-Dub before. Slugger Dogs. But the Pork Chop Express, that's new for me. Where am I? Here I am. Detroit Pork Chop Express. Detroit Pork Chop Express. Let's see who that is. That is Dark Shark 17. The Martin Dihigo going. Dark Shark. Is that a capital D? It is a capital D. Dark Shark 17. Okay. Let's go take a look at our updated standings now. This is the spreadsheet work. Impasta? Is that's not you? I thought that was you. Edit, paste special, transposed, points going down. And the leaderboard updated. Skylon, Seattle Malamutes. I really thought it was you. Are now in the lead. 5 points today. Put them over Kitty Poo Poo's Atlanta Thrashers by 4 points. The Ninja's still there. The Harvesters, the Dam Busters, Jenkinstown Youngers, the Florence Baycats. All still within slightly striking distance, but it's getting tougher. Getting tighter. Only tomorrow and only 4 more days. So good luck to everyone as you're competing to get the 20 packs for the month. Again, if you got into the final 4 results for the month, you are going to get in a drawing for 5 packs. If you beat me this month, you're also in a drawing for 5 packs. So 4 more days, and then we end our oh, pigeon. Sorry. Damn pigeons. Tell you. They're just everywhere. Hate it. This is the time when the donut guy starts putting the donuts out. It's 3:30. I need to go start watching some spring training baseball, huh? Again, it's been great having you all out today. Hanging out today, pulling some stuff. I do have the upcoming schedule. Again, shout out to everyone who subbed today. Spore, thank you so much for the additional sub. Thank you, Machia Pet, for making me wear a hat today. It's EVC in NYC, bringing the sounds of New York City. And tomorrow I'm off, but Wednesday I'll be back at my normal 12 noon. We'll do a special RIPaPACKaPALOOZA. We're going to be deconstructing the Packs Only squad by doing the missions. That's it. We're going to do that all day. We'll see how long it goes. We actually have a stopping point at 2 o'clock because Dr. Dynastic is still potentially on the mothership. Thursday, we're going to hang out for an hour or two and work on what we're going to do for the Guess the Set for the launch deck. So I'm looking for your input on that. So I need your thinking caps on Thursday. And then Saturday, we'll pull whatever packs we have left. We'll give our Guess the Set launch deck. We'll lease it out to the wild. And we'll announce our winners of the Bagels and Schmear and the West Coast Perfect Draft winners for February and doing the actual pack rip. So thank you. Thank you, Blutster, for being here. Thank you, Cubs Fan 23 Steve, AW, Tex Jenks, for keeping chat alive while it was boring, pulling everything in there. You guys are awesome. Again, there are tons of affiliates you can follow for drops in case you did not get all your drops. You can see it right there. And I'm going to go rage you on in to I Rock This. And guys, enjoy the rest of your week. It's spring training, baseball. It's great to watch the kids out there. So enjoy as much as you can. It's great talking some baseball early to all y'all. Appreciate Tampa Tarps, all your insight in umpiring down the minor leagues. Very fun conversations today. Also had Retro Lava on, who was the champion. Get to get a couple insights into how he worked this year. So great time. Again, appreciate you all. And let me get that raid started. And
ladies and gentlemen, this
we'll
is the last stop on this train. Everyone, please leave the train.
Let's see here. Where is same category? There he is. Take out I rock this. Say hi for me. Take care, everybody. And enjoy the day. Be kind to everyone around you. Help those in need if you can. We're all in this together. That's how society works. Take care, everybody.